Let's talk about something that drains bank accounts faster than almost anything else: impulse buying. If you've ever walked into a store for one thing and walked out with 10, or added items to your online cart you never planned to buy, you're not alone. Studies show that nearly 80% of Americans make impulse purchases, and the average person spends over $1,500 a year on things they never intended to buy. But here's the good news. Once you understand why impulse buying happens, you can stop it. So let's dive into 5 brain tricks that make you spend impulsively and exactly how to overcome them. Trick number 1 is emotional spending. Retailers know that your emotions control your wallet. When you're stressed, sad, bored, or even happy, your brain seeks a dopamine hit, and buying something new provides that instant reward. This is why you might shop after a bad day at work or celebrate good news with a shopping spree. The problem is that this dopamine rush is temporary, but the financial consequences last much longer. To combat emotional spending, create a 24-hour rule. When you feel the urge to buy something unplanned, wait 24 hours. Write it down, screenshot it, whatever you need to do, but don't purchase it immediately. Most of the time, after a day passes, you'll realize you don't actually want or need it. That emotional trigger will have passed and you'll save your money. Trick number 2 is the scarcity principle. Ever seen those countdown timers on websites? Only 3 items left in stock? Sale ends in 2 hours. This tactic creates artificial urgency and fear of missing out. Your brain interprets scarcity as value, making you think you need to act now or lose out forever. Retailers manufacture this scarcity to bypass your rational thinking. Here's the truth. There will always be another sale. That item will likely be restocked. To fight this, ask yourself a simple question. Would I buy this at full price without the time pressure? If the answer is no, then you don't really want it. You're just responding to the manufactured urgency. Real scarcity is rare. Marketing scarcity is everywhere. Learn to tell the difference. Trick number 3 is the convenience trap. One-click purchasing, saved payment information, buy now, pay later options. Technology has made spending money so frictionless that your brain barely registers it as spending. When you physically handed over cash, there was a psychological pain point that made you think twice. Now, clicking a button feels like nothing. This is intentional design to increase your spending. The solution is to add friction back into your purchases. Delete saved payment information from your favorite shopping apps. Log out after every session. Remove shopping apps from your phone entirely if you need to. For online purchases, use a separate bank account or card that you have to physically get up and retrieve. These small inconveniences give your rational brain time to catch up with your impulsive desires. Trick number 4 is social proof and comparison. Social media has turned impulse buying into a competitive sport. You see influencers with the latest gadgets, friends posting about their purchases, targeted ads showing you what people like you are buying. Your brain interprets this as evidence that you need these things too. This is the comparison trap, and it's costing you big time. To break free, unfollow accounts that make you want to spend money. Mute or block retail marketing emails. Recognize that social media is a highlight reel, not reality, and most people are overspending to maintain appearances they can't afford. Build your purchasing decisions on your actual needs and values, not what others are doing. Create a personal mission statement for your money. What are you saving for? What matters to you? When you're clear on your financial goals, other people's spending becomes irrelevant. Trick number 5 is the small purchase illusion. It's only $10. It's just $20. These small impulse buys seem harmless in the moment, but they add up devastatingly fast. $5 here, $15 there, and suddenly you've spent hundreds of dollars without buying anything significant. Your brain dismisses small purchases as inconsequential, but over a month or a year, they represent serious money. Track every single purchase for 1 month, no matter how small. Use an app or a simple notebook. At the end of the month, categorize your impulse purchases and add them up. Most people are shocked to see the total. Once you visualize the real cost of these small indulgences, they lose their power. You can also set a small monthly allowance for guilt-free impulse spending. Maybe it's $30 or $50. Once it's gone, it's gone. This way, you satisfy the occasional impulse without derailing your finances. Now let's talk about building a sustainable system to stop impulse buying for good. First, create a budget that includes fun money. Deprivation doesn't work long term. If you never allow yourself to enjoy your money, you'll eventually snap and overspend. Build in a reasonable amount for entertainment and discretionary purchases. Second, identify your personal triggers. Are you an emotional spender? A social spender? Do you impulse buy when you're tired or hungry? Understanding your patterns helps you create specific defenses. Third, focus on what you're gaining, not what you're losing. Reframe the narrative from, "I can't buy this," to, "I'm choosing to save for something better." Maybe it's a vacation, a house down payment, or financial security. Your future goal is competing with the immediate gratification, so make that future goal vivid and exciting. Fourth, practice gratitude for what you already have. Impulse buying often comes from a scarcity mindset, a feeling that you don't have enough. Regularly acknowledging what you already own and appreciates reduces the constant desire for more. Finally, automate your savings. When money automatically goes into savings or investment accounts, you're less likely to spend it impulsively. You can't impulse buy money you don't see in your checking account. Here's the bottom line. Impulse buying isn't a character flaw. It's a normal response to sophisticated marketing and psychological manipulation. But now you know the tricks, and knowledge is power. Implement these strategies, be patient with yourself, and watch your financial life transform. Every time you resist an impulse purchase, you're not just saving money. You're rewiring your brain, building discipline, and taking control of your financial future. That's worth way more than any impulse purchase could ever be. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.